Welcome back to another episode of Coffee with Caroline, and today have a look around quickly. Cameraman behind the camera. I am on a private island that's $50,000 a night. It is spectacular. Now, what can I tell you? First of all, I organized this trip with however many people that have never met each other. Never met each other. And what does that teach you in life? Because at our age, 50, some people have had their 60th birthday. Some of my friends are younger, some of my friends are older. To take a chance, right? Nobody had done this before. Nobody had been to this island. Nobody's been on a trip where they didn't know one other person on the island, and everybody took a chance to be here. And everybody is having the time of their lives. I've just woken up. Some people have gone to look for an octopus. Other people have gone fishing. And each day, everyone has just fulfilled their dreams. And let me tell you, we all go on holiday. And I do understand that this is a holiday that's out of reach for some people. Don't get me wrong. But what I will say is coming to a remote place, any remote place, and switching off and doing it with a group of people that you don't spend a lot of time with normally. Okay, I knew all of these people, so I kind of knew the personalities, I knew the egos, if there were going to be any, how they would get on, and thank God it paid off, and everybody's having a good time. And in fact, everybody wants to do an adventure trip again next year. And one of the people in the villa, actually, I had met climbing the Himalayas. Although he's well known in Dubai and he's super successful businessman, I didn't meet him in Dubai. I met him on the mountain in the Himalayas. Like, how crazy is that? And this is our second trip like this, but he was at our wedding, he was at our proposal, so he's kind of done all the milestones with us. And, it's so nice. And he didn't know anyone either. And all of these people we've all just said we want to do another one with the same group of people because we're just getting on so well. And sometimes it's good to take a chance. The way I grew up, everyone's still holidaying with the same people. How do you grow if you always holiday with the same friends every single year on year, and you're not allowed to deviate? And that becomes what the normal is for us, that like, oh my God, she's branching out and she's going off with all these different people. Yes, because I see you every day. As much as I love you, no. Today was this week has been so productive for us as well. We're actually going on to another trip after this. 3 weeks traveling, me and Sergio. As I really remember, this is our love language. And let me tell you, when you get on a trip like this, you really realize if you're compatible or not. Because I remember in my last marriage, even though, obviously I love him as the father of my children and all of this, and we're great friends today, we didn't have enough in common to spend 3 weeks island hopping together. I think we probably would have stabbed each other. But that's also on top of the fact that we had young children, we were so busy in our lives, we weren't mentally there. And I think this reminds me of why the age-old debate about having children with Sergio, it's like, I would lose all this with him. Like, we roll around laughing the whole time. He's actually behind the camera right now, and I'm dying to tell him that his flies are down.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah, there we go. Do them up. Can't concentrate. And also on a holiday like this, like, you need to feel really comfortable, not worried about what you look like or anything like that, because, I woke up this morning and my hair looked like a National Trust protected hair zone. And what the wonderful thing is, he just laughed at me. And what did you call me?
Actually, it's Cruella de Vil friend, and that's the one with the snakes on the...
That's not the one with the snakes on the woman that turns everyone to stone. Anyway, we laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. And like, if you are one of those girls who is insecure about the way you look, an island is not great for you. There's no way to really make yourself look a lot better. And you don't really want to be doing that all day, because even if you tan yourself, you're in the sea, you're out the sea, your hair wet. We're having massages every day. So you need to really, really be secure in who you are when you get on one of these things, and be secure in your partner. So when you find your person and you feel like, he's running around the island doing what he wants, I'm reading a book, or, yesterday, obviously I don't want to do all the sports he's doing, but then I did make an effort to go jet skiing with him, and we were giggling and giggling on the jet ski. We were actually awful. We almost did naughty things on the jet ski. And then I got cold feet because I was like, I'm sure they can see us. Or they'd send out an emergency because our jet ski had just stopped. And it's so fun. Like, we're really, really, really having a good time. Are you having a good time, honey?
A lot.
Really, really a lot. And we both said, like, we haven't had a fight. We wouldn't trade. We wouldn't want to be here with anybody else. Would you want to be here with anyone else?
No, honey, no.
No, honey. And this is really special. And this is going to be, I really was worried about going on a 3-week trip, especially with the amount of work that we do. But actually, we're getting just as much done, if not more, because we've got no outside noise. We are getting so much work done. And I've got all the time to sort of strategize and think and clear my brain and just wind down. You can take time out for yourselves, and we've forgotten how to do that. So ladies, I would suggest, think about the person that you can be on an island with, any island, because, the world has turned into a very odd place to live. And Sergio and I are working harder and harder and harder, not to buy more things, even though I like more things, to have less things. We want less. We want to have a beautiful house and live away from people eventually. And so find your person who shares your dream, because every day when we lie in bed, our dreams completely match each other. Like, we both really, and obviously we understand we're not having a private island anywhere, but a little house somewhere. I need a third of this, not even, is all we need. And that's, I like that little chair area. Show them the chair area there with the flowers. Me and him there. And, it's so comforting to know that I found my person. I think there are certain men that make your hearts or make you go crazy at the beginning. And I would always say, and it was funny because I never understood that, my mum would always say, avoid those men, avoid those women that make you, first of all, women, the biggest lesson I've learned in life. And I used to never understand it, but it's absolutely the number one rule. The man has to love you more than you love him. He has to. That is the only way, don't look at me like that, to make it work. He has to worship you. He has to think you're the prize, not that he's the prize, not a Mr. Big that you've been chasing around your whole life. He has to literally thank the Lord every morning that you've arrived. Otherwise, it will never work. He will always be looking for somebody else. He'll be looking for his prize. You may not feel that way at the beginning. And I have to say, getting to know Sergio, I was not sure for a very long time, and I've always been his prize. For many reasons, I wasn't sure about Sergio. Age, position in life, where he came from, as in where he was living, where I was living, how that was going to work. I was just getting divorced. So many reasons, what he was going to do in Dubai. And I'm so glad that he is still here, because if I hadn't cut out the noise and just said, let it be, let me see, what does it matter if I've made the wrong mistake, made a mistake, I wouldn't have had the most wonderful relationship of my life. And I hope I'm here to teach you all to think about other things than just the list, just the things that we've all been taught are the most important things in relationships, because it's not. Money comes when you're happy. Sergio and I make money today together because I'm happy. If you're unhappy and you can't settle, you'll never make money, because you're always blocked. You're always in a panic. You're always in a state of trying to get out. I was never able to, at the end, sit with myself. And, I've created a life. I remember when I was in a corporate job, well, not corporate, but I ran my own business, and I had all these men around me that I had to answer to. I was so wound up. I was so stressed. I would go out for dinner. I'd be happy, and then I'd be crying, and then I'd be drinking, and then I was just a different person. And now on this island, I'm not drinking at all. Everybody else is, but I'm really not. I'm super happy, and I'm just as funny without it. And, today I'm sleeping, and I'm going to go to the gym. And I think, are you coming to the gym with me, darling? And, I'm having a wonderful time with the man I love. And it makes me, I think these holidays bring us closer. And when you're with the wrong person, they magnify your problems, magnify. And I have to say, this holiday has made us we really, really, really happy again. Not that we weren't unhappy, but it just makes you, cling to each other, I suppose. And Oh, and yeah, I love my husband. There you go. Thank you for listening. Oh, he's put a little heart to another episode of Coffee with Caroline. And I really hope that you all find your person, because there is the biggest difference in life to getting through it, to being partners and enjoying every moment and realizing that you can do up, you can do down, it doesn't matter where you are in life, because if you've got each other, it really doesn't matter. That's the point. There's nothing to worry about, because you're always going to be fine. Always, and that's a very comforting, freeing feeling. I don't worry about anything anymore. I mean, it's wonderful. So thank you for listening to another episode of Coffee with Caroline.